So a local landlord had a tenant do this to one of his screens and asked me to repair it. Rescreening, we'll get to that in a minute, but I noticed that this tab here is bent. It feels pretty rigid, but obviously it bent without snapping, so I think what I'm going to do is try to gently heat it with a heat gun and bend this back into shape, or at least closer into shape. This is on low setting. Well, this actually worked a little better than I thought. As I heated it, it kind of bent back on its own, and it's a lot straighter than it was. It's similar in straightness to the other peg, so I think that's a success. Well, I had to go out and buy a new tool because I couldn't find mine, but these are not very expensive. And down in this corner is where the spline two ends are. So I accidentally broke the spline, but here's a close-up of it. It's just a rubbery piece of plastic, just a cord, nothing fancy. And you can buy replacements for this. It comes in all different diameters, so you kind of have to know what you're looking for when you go to buy it. And I'm going to reuse that. Now the screen just comes out. And I'm going to spend a minute just cleaning up this channel a little bit. And about the only tricky part of rescreening is you want the screen to be square with the sash for aesthetic purposes. And once you have the spline set up, you press it into the channels. And I'm going to start at that far corner. Now that I've done the far corner, I'm going to make sure the screen is pulled taut, and you start on the opposite corner. Okay, now it's put in and it's pretty taut. Now it's just a matter of cutting away the excess screen and trimming up the spline a little bit. When I reinstalled it, it stretched a little, so it came out a little longer. You need a nice sharp utility knife to trim away the excess. And there you have it, a rescreened screen. It's not hard to do. The screening material is not terribly expensive. So for the next phase of the project, I have this screen door. It's a little bit longer than my workbench, so I have to put some sheets on either end to support it. And I went out and purchased this stuff here, which is supposed to be a little bit thinner, a little bit more visible screening. Don't think it's as durable, so time will tell how wise of a choice this proves to be. And the dimensions here are 36 by 84. The widest doors out there are typically 36 inches, and obviously the screening is going to be a little narrower than that. And the standard exterior door is 80 inches, so 84 inches in length should be plenty. This roll should pretty much fit any door out there. Like before, you carefully looked for where the ends of the spline are. Right here, they're in actually the upper corner, and I'll be peeling this out very carefully. I'm just using some metal. That's just a little pick type of device. You want to get the new screen as square as you can, but it's not terribly critical, because this screen here was from the factory. And if you follow it along really carefully here, it might make you a little dizzy. But you can see the factory didn't lay this perfectly square and true. This wide end of the tool is used to press the spline into the channel. Use a sharp utility knife to trim it. And there you have it. She's done.